What's up, everybody? Michael here from HighDefDigest.com, coming to you today with another awesome video. But before we get into that, I wanted to wish everybody a happy Halloween from me and the rest of the staff over at High Def Digest. Thank you so much for reading, being a part of our community, and now watching us here on YouTube. But today's video, this is so fun. Stranger Things 2 is now live on Netflix, streaming in not only 4K, but with Dolby Vision HDR, which should look amazing, especially when we get to those sequences with the upside down. Which brings me to the point of the video today. High Def Digest's very own Matthew Hartman is busy watching, marathoning the entire Stranger Things 2 season right now, reacting to each and every episode. He's going to give a full review at the end of this video, as well as talk about the picture and audio quality of this particular season. So make sure you stay all the way to the end. Thank you so much for watching, and cue the parody credits.
Hey there, everybody. Matt Hartman here. I made it. That was a long day, let me tell you. I have never marathoned a show like that quickly, and that early in the morning. Yeah, this whole journey started at 1:30 in the morning, and it's taken me quite a while to get through the day, but I'm here. Stranger Things 2, like any good sequel, it tries to do more than what the first one already did. It tries to take all the characters that you already love, put them into a new adventure that shakes things up a little bit, breaks new ground while introducing some new players, but then also chart a course for potentially another outing, which is very much at play. If there is a plus and somewhat of a minus to this particular season of Stranger Things, it's that they're trying to lay the groundwork for more adventures. Anywhere from between 4 total seasons or a potential 5th season is being rumored, so we'll see how well it all goes. But overall, I'll say I like it. But before I get into too many more details, I'm going to give you my quick recap of what I thought of each episode. Chapter 1, Mad Max. Honestly, this is probably the best way to reintroduce this show. I couldn't imagine a better first episode because it actually takes its time. It's not like the first episode of the first season where a guy gets eaten and Will gets kidnapped within the first 10 minutes. This season takes its time to build and give you that sense of dread, that there is a sense of normality to Hawkins now. People have moved on from the incident of a year ago that they don't fully understand. Something happened, nobody really knows all the details, everybody just kind of wants to ignore the problem. And that's a reoccurring theme that comes throughout. But overall, I thought this was a great episode. It built everything just right and added a little bit of dread, gave you a little bit of an idea of what things were coming, introduced some new characters like Max, the girl that Lucas and Dustin are going to fight for, as well as her jerk stepbrother Billy, who honestly you just want to see die the entire season. You just want something bad to happen because that's what his character's for. Chapter 2, Trick or Treat Freak. This episode was still a bit on the slow side of things. We learn what's happened with Elle, and I thought that was pretty great. Where she's been hiding is a nice touch. I won't say who she's hiding with because I don't like spoilers, but it's touching and works and is a great way to reintroduce her character because we also learn more about her and where she'd been hiding. This one, episode in particular was really focused on how the town moved on and forgot about what happened. Particularly it happened with Barb. Nancy's character, the character Nancy, has some troubles with that, and a lot of that with her relation to Steve comes to bear. Overall a decent episode, but at the same time it kind of feels like it's still building forward momentum, but not really moving yet. Chapter 3, The Polywalk. This is a particularly great episode because it picks up exactly after where Chapter 2 ended, and we find Dustin taking home his little lizard pal that he names D'Artagnan. Honestly, any creature at this point in the Stranger Things world can't be too friendly for too very long. This episode, more than any of the others so far, kind of reestablished a little sense of fun and a little bit more humor. I liked it overall, mostly because we kind of start to feel where things are going. In the past episodes, we had this mystery of rotting pumpkins come to bear, and now we know where it's going, which is pretty cool. Chapter 4, Will the Wise. So this is the episode where I finally feel like Stranger Things 2 hit its stride. Up till now, I kind of felt like it was just kind of plodding along, not really moving anywhere. This one, it finally hits full momentum. I mean, in the credits, Winona Ryder is billed first, and yet for 3 episodes she does very, very little, and now this is the Winona Ryder that we remember from season 1, and she proves why she's still the first billed star of the show. It's not for nostalgia because she was big in the 80s, it's because she delivers some damn good performances in this show, and this is the first time we see it this season. For Chapter 5, Dig Dug, and Chapter 6, The Spy, they kind of blur together. Really, this is the part of the season that easily could have been one episode. There's just so much expansive storytelling as all the characters go in different places in different directions that really the storyline between Nancy and Jonathan finding a conspiracy theory nut job to expose the truth of what happened in Hawkins, it's kind of dead weight this season. I know why they're doing it, because it feels like it's going to build into seasons 3 and probably seasons 4 for all we know. But for right now, it's just a dead weight. It kind of reestablishes a relationship that we already knew kind of existed, that these two are obviously attracted to each other and aren't together yet. So outside of just doing the proverbial Ross and Rachel thing, will they, won't they, it just kind of moves things around. Yes, we get some more of the dark shadowy monster and the Upside Down, and we learn about Elle and her history some more. Again, a lot of that could be condensed. Squeeze it. And that's where you start to feel that this season should not have been 9 episodes and easily could have been 8, if not 7 episodes long. Chapter 7, The Lost Sister. Now, considering where Chapter 6 ends, this episode, I think, could put some people off. I like it for what it does in establishing Elle's character and allowing you a little extra dimension of who she is, why she is the way she is, and ultimately why she makes some decisions, especially later episodes. Considering the momentum and the energy and the action that was building after Chapter 6, this is kind of an odd pause in all of that. Chapter 8, The Mind Flayer. This episode picks up pretty much exactly where Chapter 6 ends and just speeds along from there. It's all action, it's all suspense, all horror. If you know your Aliens lore and maybe some of the Blob remake mixed in with a little bit of the Donald Sutherland Invasion of the Body Snatchers, this is a pretty great episode. Also, this gives Sean Astin's Bob Newby something to do. Proves his worth as a character, and it's a great scene. Chapter 9, The Gate. This is the grand finale, so I'm not going to spoil a damn thing for you. I hate spoilers, but I'll just say everything wraps up interestingly, and I won't necessarily say nicely, because that implies everything is a happy-go-lucky ending, and it does nicely lay out the groundwork for future seasons. So hopefully the Duffer Brothers have an idea of where they're going with the show, enough so that they can, pay off all this buildup, because this season was a lot of buildup. All around, I liked Stranger Things 2. It does what a good sequel should do, and that is reestablish all your main characters that you know and love and want to see more of, and puts them on a new adventure, takes them into a new direction that is unexpected but also works, while also bringing in new characters and new events and new crazy plot twists to explore later, potentially. How well that later will work out, that's going to remain to be seen. It was a little clunky in some spots, like I said. The Nancy Jonathan storyline just really didn't work for me. Taken as a whole, where I would give, as for the picture and audio quality, if you've got 4K, I hope to God you've got Dolby Vision. Let me tell you, that was beautiful. Compared to the first season's just standard 4K SDR presentation, the 4K with Dolby Vision is just beautiful. Oh my God, because like you get much better black levels and contrast levels and color tones. And this is especially important whenever they visit the Upside Down. And whenever Will goes into one of his vision modes and sees the giant smoke monster thing, it looks stunning. So if you can watch it in 4K with Dolby Vision, definitely do so. Even if that means like knocking on your neighbor's house and saying, hey, can I borrow your awesome TV for a minute? Do that, because you need to appreciate this show in all of its glory. As for audio quality, it's your standard Netflix Dolby True HD 5.1 mix. It works, it's great, but I'll tell you, I really could have used an Atmos mix on this, or even a good DTSX mix. That would have been great, just to add some more immersive qualities to the show. Well, that's all I have for you. This concludes my review of Stranger Things 2 from Netflix. Like I said, it was a wild ride, but definitely worth it. I would absolutely recommend taking your time. Don't marathon it like I did. That was nuts, but it was a lot of fun. With that, I hope you will like and share the video, as well as don't forget to subscribe if you could. Take care. We'll see you next time.